Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Um, Ngayon naman, gagawa tayo ng program na may application of simple algorithm, no? Actually, lahat naman ng program may simple algorithm 'yan. Pero para mas maintindihan nyo kung ano ba talaga ang algorithm, so meron tayong example dito kung saan meron tayong program na isasum yung 529 at 256. So ito yung flow chart nung program na yon. So ito yung algorithm na tinatawag. So ang gagawin natin, i-convert natin tong flowchart na to into actual program. Okay? So magsimula na tayo. So dito sa IDE natin, gawa tayo ng new source file. Okay? Save natin to as i-save natin to as uh, exercise 04. Okay? So magsimula na tayo. Okay, include IOStream. And then, wag nating kalimutang isama palagi itong part na to. Namespace std. So, kahit hindi pa natin siya nagagamit, always include natin to. Okay, so naka-ready na yung function natin, yung declaration. So, check natin. So, meron tayong start ng program. Then, read A. So, we have two variables, A and B. So, let's say int A is equal to 529 and B is equal to 256. Okay. So, ito yung data natin. Data A and B. Then, dito naman, we have process. So, calculate sum as A plus B. So, dito, doon sa process na calculate sum as A plus B, isasabay na natin siya sa print sum. So, yung output saka computation, so pwedeng magkasama yan gamit si cout. Cout A plus B. Okay? Yan. So, ito na yung simple algorithm natin. Kung saan kino-compute yung sum ni 529 at 256. Okay, so ano ba yung output ni 529 at 256? So, execute, compile, and run natin. Processing, errors, wala. Okay. So, warning, wala. So, ang result is 785. So, ito yung output ng program natin, no? So, 529 plus 256 is equal to 785. Okay, so um, yan yung example kung paano natin ginagamit si algorithm or si flowchart or paano natin ina-apply yung flowchart into program. Okay? Next naman, meron tayong another example ng flowchart kung saan ito. So meron tayong calculate profit and loss. So dito, sabi diyan, find the profit or loss when income is equal to 1,000 and cost is equal to 800. So meron tayong data kung saan si income 1,000, si cost 800. If income is greater than or equal to cost, kapag yes, calculate profit as income minus cost. Then print profit. Kapag no naman, si income is greater than or equal to cost, so calculate loss as cost minus income. Then print loss. So ito yung flow nung program. Okay? So i-apply natin 'to, no? Sa sa C++. So dito, ang gagawin natin para hindi na tayo magsimula from the scratch. So tanggalin lang natin yung laman nung int main natin. Then ang gagawin natin, save natin to as exercise 5. Yan. And then sabi dito sa flowchart example, income is equal to 1,000, cost is equal to 800. So magde-declare tayo ng variable. So int income is equal to 1,000 and si cost is equal to 100. Cost is equal to 100. 800 pala, sorry. Yan. So ito yung dalawang variable natin, income and cost. Next naman, kung napansin nyo, meron tayong condition. So, ibig sabihin, gagamit tayo ng condition dito. Kung si income is greater than or equal to cost. So, sa baba ng declaration, gagamit tayo ng if statement. If income is greater than or equal to cost. Kung true, ito yung gagawin niya. Calculate profit as income minus loss. So, ang gagawin natin, sa loob ng if natin, gagawa tayo ng cout. Kung saan, kukumputin natin si income minus cost, no? So, income minus cost. Ayan. So, pinagsabay na natin yung process ng computation ng income minus cost and then yung print. Ngayon naman, ang gagawin natin, etong no. So, kapag no naman, gagamit tayo ng else. Lalagyan natin cout. Tapos, yung computation, cost minus income. So, pinagbaligtad siya, no? So, cost minus income. Okay. After nyan, ipiprint niya. So, which is, gumamit tayo ng cout. After i-print, end of program. Okay. So, check natin kung ano yung lalabas. Kapag greater than si income kay cost, ang lalabas na output is 200. Okay? So, save natin to. Check natin kung 200 yung lalabas. Compile and run. Okay, error 0, warning 0. So kung napapansin nyo, nagkaroon tayo ng output na 200. Kasi si income is greater than cost. Okay? So ngayon naman, kung napapansin nyo, si if, ito yung binasa. Kasi true or yes yung naging result nung condition. Paano naman kapag false or no? So, ang gagawin natin, try nating pagbaliktarin yung value ni income at ni cost. Etong si income, gawin nating 800, si cost, gawin nating 1,000. So, ano kaya ang kakalabasang result nung program? So, compile and run natin. Wait lang. Close muna natin to. Compile and run. Okay, so nung niran natin, kung napansin nyo, 200 pa rin ang kinalabasan. O nga pala, pinagbaliktad lang pala natin yung value ni income at si cost. Na ngayon naman, si income 800, si cost 1,000. Na ang nangyari, dahil si cost is greater than income, ang naging result is yung no. Kung saan si cost, which is ito, 1,000, minus income, which is ito, 800, ang magiging kakalabasan is 200. Okay? So, para mas makita nyo yung result, sabihin natin si income 700 lang. Yan. Compile natin. Yan. Kung napansin nyo, nung pinalitan natin yung income as 700, ang gumana is yung else natin, which is cost minus income. So, 1,000 minus 700 is 300. Okay? So, yan yung example nung another flowchart example natin kung saan kino-compute or dini-display yung result ng profit and loss. Okay? So, ito yung topic natin for today. So, flowchart example. So, simple algorithm. So, save natin to. Then, restore natin sa dati. Yan. Save. So, sinave natin siya as exercise 5. Okay? So, diyan nagtatapos yung topic natin sa simple algorithm or flowchart example ng find the sum of 529 and 256 and find the profit or loss when income is equal to 1,000 and cost is equal to 800. Okay? So, see you next time. Huwag niyong kalimutang mag-subscribe and ring the bell for notification.